There she is. 1979 Dodge Sportsman, Class C motorhome. Inside this unit, this is Uzi. Watch out, Uzi. Well, I'm going to leave that open because they're in there. 1979 Dodge Sportsman, Brougham model. It says Brougham here on the side. And inside this vehicle, this vehicle here, is everything that you have or need, or basically have in your house, other than an air conditioner. Okay, so it doesn't have an air conditioner. Let's check it out, dude. I love that head. I use that head every chance I get, as you can imagine. It's all sweet. Something about showering up in the hills or at a campsite. You know what I'm saying? And the can works all sweet. Always want to keep a little bit of water in your head. So that gasket. Let's turn on my. If you come in here, I got to turn this switch on right here. Okay, that's going to turn on my water. And now just go ahead. Works like a champ. Now, like I said, I top it off with a little to keep that gasket nice and sweet. It's got the shower. Works like a champ. I just love the death out of it. This slides, you know, shut so you can get a little bit more. Got the light, got the sweet mirror so you can sit down and shave. It's perfect. Stove. It's a little bit messy. You know, it's got a few things. 3-head stove or 3-burner stove with the oven. Love it. Works perfectly. I love being on the road, heading up to a destination and having like ribs, you know, or a lasagna, something in there so it smells all sweet. Every mile you go down the road, it smells better. I like that. Sink. Check it. You're gonna love this. I mean, it's on tap. And also, not just on tap water, but dude, this is the switch here. I don't have the gas on now, but this switch here turns on my hot water heater. It's got a 6-gallon hot water heater underneath this cabinet, so it'll kick on, heat it up to where, you know, boiling almost, way hot, and then it'll kick off. And then it slowly cools down depending on how warm the temps are where you're at, and when it drops below boiling, I guess you could say, it fires back up. So it's not like you need to go do anything if you want hot water, just bam, and it works on the road, stays lit, all sweet. All right, I think I got that covered. Fridge. You've got to love it, baby. I mean, this fridge is it's a nice fridge. Dude had a cord hanging here. This cord goes to a thermometer up there in the living area, so you can just look, you know, I'll show it later, and you know how cool your fridge is without opening it. Freezer. Dude, is that sweet? Why am I going out of focus? I'm not sure. But anyway, has it been doing, oh, there we go. Fridge works like a champ. This runs off your bank. Bomb. Light. I think I need to turn that on right now. I'm starting to roast. Works all sweet. You know, these cabinets are cool. Good storage. See this? This is for your 110. This will only work if your shore power is plugged in. This doesn't run off your 12-volt, your bank. You could get an inverter and plug into it, of course, if you had to run tools or anything else. But this will work once you're plugged into shore power. Other than that, everything runs on 12 volts. Lights run on 12 volts. Water pump runs on 12 volts. Fridge works on 12 volts. Furnace, okay, the fan part, the part that blows out of those vents. Let's lift this up. Let me show you that right now. Watch out, Brosia. Move, move. Come on, move, move. Out of the way. Check this out. You see that? One-handed. Pop that. And you can see under here, that's the furnace right there. What's with the focus in this thing? That's the furnace. The hoses obviously blow out these vents. Furnace will kick on. The fan blows. It'll reach a certain temperature. There's your thermostat on your wall, and just like your house, and shut off. There's your water storage, your fresh water tank. Access it from the outside, of course, to fill it up. And I don't know what that is. That looks like a good 30 gallons. Maybe only 20 gallons, 25, somewhere in there. Watch out, Uzi. Move. There's your, you know, your cords are under there that you pull out that door I showed you for your landline. This is the pump, water pump, that I turned on here to show you how the water works. That pump will, you know, it's not moving because everything is under pressure. Everything is up to par. Oh, crack a valve, the water comes out and that kicks on to keep the lines pressurized. And it works sweet. Oh, while I've got this, may as well pull it all the way out. How do you like that? Bam! Instant couch. Or I mean bed. And this part here, you know, this is the table. This can go right here along these lips for one big bed. This whole thing be a big bed. This is the living setup, and then you can pull this up and out and set it up as a table right here to eat off of. And pop this back up. Simple enough. All right. Storage under the seats, which I just love. You know, there's some things in your motorhome that you just want to have in there. You know, they never come out. They're part of the motorhome. You know, you got blankets, foam, you know. This is real clean too. I love it. Just being able to store stuff, not have to load anything up when you take off. You know what I mean? All right. You know, looks like brand new windows in this thing. You know, I mean, those things are sweet. They slide all effortlessly. There's a screen over there on that one. Let's open that up. There we go. Stereo, woohoo. Now the TV over here, DVD player, runs off of your bank, your 12-volt bank. But these days with television, if you're going to pick a signal up, you see this? This is the hand crank deal. When you crank this, the old antenna up on the roof goes all sweet, and you can spin it to dial it in. Anyway, nowadays with digital signal, you've got to have a converter box. So what I've got is I've got a converter box right there, okay, that's plugged in to the inverter. Okay, I've got the 1000 watt, another 1000 watt inverter right here to run mainly my converter box if I want to watch TV. And this runs, obviously, off your batteries and anything else you need to run. You know, like a vacuum sealer when you're out catching fresh fish or meat, or tools, or, you know, 110 power is ready to rock and roll via inverter right there, which works like a champ. I mean, I just love it. All right, now, how far are we into this thing? 8.5? Boy, I better make it quick. This little idea down here, okay, is the fuse box to the system. Power converter with battery charger. So there's 3 ways. This is like the brain, okay, of what decides where your power goes to your units and what charges your batteries at certain times. Like, for example, when the vehicle is stopped and not running, I don't have the vehicle on, I'm charging my bank, okay, through my solar panels. And this is the charge controller right here. This is going to tell you, excuse the fishing pole, this is your charge controller. This is in charge of not overcharging your batteries, keeping them nice and topped off, and charge them and blah blah blah. Anyway, back to the brain. If you're running your solar without the vehicle running, you'll be charging your batteries with solar panels. When you start the vehicle in the sun, this will convert or change. This will make it so now the vehicle, when the vehicle is running, is charging your bank. And then if you pull up to a campsite, turn the vehicle off, and when you plug in your landline, your shore power, then you'll be charging your batteries through your shore power. So this is like the brain. I'm pretty sure this came with the vehicle. It's not part of the solar. I think with the solar, when the solar was installed, all they installed was the charge controller and the solar panels up on top. And then somehow, I'm not sure how it runs through that, but that's what that is. That's in charge of where your power goes, what charges, from what source, and what feeds your accessories. 12 volt system in this puppy. Again, I don't know if I already told you, it runs water pump, furnace fan, television, DVD player, converter box. These accessories right here, there's two plugs right here to plug in, you know, any other 12 volt accessories that you may need. That runs off your bank. The lights run off your bank. Basically, the fridge runs off your bank. So like